In 2025, an estimated 121 million young Africans will be jobless or out of education, and a majority of the ones that will have a job, they will be working jobs that will make you wonder if salary is some money you use to get internet bundle while still staying at your mom's house. You've got graduates selling ring lights, accountants flipping sneakers, and engineers becoming mobile money agents. The point is, unemployment in Africa is so bad, even people with jobs can't afford to celebrate payday. Your boss pays you once a month, but your bills keep multiplying. Because apparently your favorite show moved from Netflix to HBO Max, or just Max, or whatever name they're testing out this week. So let's talk about Forex. Not the TikTok Vuru version where everybody drives Lambos and says passive income every 3 seconds. No, we're talking about real Forex. The kind where you can make a realistic amount so you can't be able to breathe again. At this point, unlike what everyone online is saying, the goal isn't to make $100,000 a month. You just want your light bill paid, your mom off your neck, and enough left to order shawarma without checking your balance first. In this video, we're breaking down why Africans should start trading Forex and how it actually works. Before we get into why Forex might be Africa's most underrated hustle, let's talk about the state of work, or whatever this circus we call employment is. According to African Development Bank, each year around 10 to 12 million young Africans enter the labor market, which offers only 3 million formal jobs annually. That's like 400 people invited to a wedding, but there's only 100 plates of jollof. You can already hear the antis fighting. The UNDP says nearly 83% of employment in Africa and 85% in sub-Saharan Africa is informal, absorbing many of the continent's young employment seekers. Meaning most people are technically self-employed, which sounds empowering until you realize for most of these jobs, even though you work for yourself, the conditions are still bad, you want to fire yourself. And even the people with the so-called good jobs, the engineers, the bankers, the civil servants, are running side hustles like their lives depends on it. Because they do. You've got accountants selling perfumes, teachers flipping wigs, and government workers running poultry farms that are somehow always in the better stage. But the biggest problem with all this side hustle energy is that it's time-based. If you're not physically there, the business collapses faster than your internet connection during a Zoom call. Now, what if your side hustle didn't need you to chase customers or bribe customs officers? What if all you needed was your laptop, Wi-Fi, and self-control? The hardest of the three, obviously. That's where Forex trading quietly enters the chart. Not as a get-rich-quick scheme, but as a digital hustle that actually fits the new African reality. At the moment, we have more youth with internet access, but way too little opportunity. In Africa, everyone is an entrepreneur by default. You either start a business or your poverty does. We've built an entire culture around the hustle. If you're not selling something, people assume you've given up on life. Your auntie is selling Ankara, your cousin is doing crypto, and someone in your WhatsApp group is definitely selling a course about selling courses. But let's be honest about this version of entrepreneurship. It's exhausting. Importing products, chasing customers, dodging bribes, and pretending your store is under renovation every time rent is due. That's why a new kind of African entrepreneur is emerging, the digital one. They don't own warehouses, they own Wi-Fi. They don't sell physical goods, they sell skills. The International Labour Organization projects that in many African countries, with an estimated 230 million digital jobs to be created by 2030. That means people making money with laptops are now being taken seriously in Africa. And Forex trading fits into that wave. It's the purest form of digital hustle. No product, no customers, no warehouse. Just charts, discipline, and emotional damage management. The same way your uncle learned to fix cars, you can learn to fix your bank account with a keyboard. Now, before you go all in and start yelling buy and sell like a Wall Street exorcist, let's talk about what Forex actually is and what it's not. It's not magic, it's not a court, and it's definitely not a shortcut to owning a G-Wagon in 6 months. See, the internet made Forex look like a lifestyle brand. Like if you stare at enough candlestick charts, you'll somehow unlock a mansion in Dubai. But the truth is, 99% of those guys, if they are making money at all, it's not from trading. Here's the thing, more than 80% of retail investors lose money when trading Forex and CFDs. High leverage, while amplifying potential gains, equally magnifies losses. So yeah, if you're trading Forex like a casino, the house is winning. What's interesting about this is that 20% who do make money, they are not trying to become millionaires overnight. They aim for steady, small, repeatable wins, the financial equivalent of jogging, not sprinting. So instead of chasing 100K months, aim for $2,000 to $4,000. That's not a flex, that's survival mode upgraded. In Lagos, Nairobi or Accra, that kind of money turns you from barely surviving to suspiciously okay. And the real skill here isn't predicting markets, it's controlling yourself. Because Forex will test your discipline faster than your ex's Instagram stories. This is the healthy approach. No yachts, no cap, just skill, strategy, and the occasional emotional breakdown. So you've got discipline, Wi-Fi, and trauma management skills. Now you're thinking, cool, but where do I even get the money to trade? Enter prop firms, aka proprietary trading firms. This is how easy I can explain prop firms. Basically, rich people who lend you money to trade if you can prove you're not a clown. Here's how it works. You pay a small fee, take a trading challenge, show you can manage risk, and they hand you access to trading capital. Sometimes $10,000, $50,000, or even $200,000. You keep a percentage of the profits, usually 70 to 90%, and they take the rest. No loans, no collateral, no bring two friends to unlock your bonus. It's like a digital audition for financial discipline. And mostly traders from countries like India, the Philippines, and Brazil are dominating these prop firms' leaderboards. Meanwhile, African traders are still on the sidelines. The world's cashing in on $1 trillion digital economy, and we are just watching from the parking lot. Take this in. A $1,000 payout from a prop firm might sound too small for an American trader, but that's over 1.3 million naira, 150,000 Kenyan shillings, or 20,000 rands. That's rent, food, transport, and small enjoyment money, all from clicking buttons responsibly. According to Quant VPS, the proprietary trading firm industry is booming in 2025, valued at $20 billion and growing rapidly, with tens of thousands of traders getting funded every month. Yet African countries are not even in the top 20 for participation. Other regions figured out the cheat code: use skill, pass a challenge, trade someone else's capital, and cash out in USD, while the rest of the world's fighting inflation like it's Thanos. But in Africa, we're still arguing if Forex is real. Bro, it's more real than your monthly take home from your job. Prop firms are the bridge between talent and capital, and right now that bridge is empty on our side. If we fill it, even small consistent payouts could inject millions of dollars into local economies every single month. So the question isn't, can Africans trade Forex? It's how long are we going to let everyone else get rich off of the internet connection that we also have access to? So if the opportunity is that big, why aren't Africans flooding prop firms and eating good? Well, it's not because we are lazy, it's because the game was never explained properly. First, awareness. Most people still think Forex means giving your cousin $300 so he can double it by Friday. So the word itself is tainted, like crypto after 2021 or group project in universities. Second, access. A lot of Africans don't have easy ways to fund trading accounts or pass prop firm challenges because of payment restrictions and banking issues. Try sending $100 abroad from some African banks. It's like trying to adopt a panda. Third, education. The real trading knowledge, risk management, backtesting, psychology, it's locked up in $5,000 courses made by some dude in Florida with a rented car. Meanwhile, African traders are stuck learning from WhatsApp groups run by guys named FX Prophet 234. Fourth, mindset. Too many people think online income has to be instant. If it doesn't pay in a week, it's fake. But that's not how skill-based income works. You wouldn't call medical school a scam just because you haven't done surgery in 2 weeks. And finally, representation. No one's showing success stories from African traders who are actually doing it right. So young people think it's impossible. Meanwhile, someone in Poland is getting funded and paying off their student loans, and we're here arguing about network marketing. The only real fix is awareness, education, and collaboration. If a few thousand serious African traders get skilled, get funded, and share the blueprint, the rest will follow. At this point, it's not about Forex anymore, it's about ownership. Because the truth is, we can't all move to Dubai, but we can move differently. Africa's biggest export has always been talent. We build other people's companies, run other people's systems, and scroll through other people's apps while they cash in. But Forex changes that dynamic. For once, you're not selling your time, your labor, or your land. You're selling skill. You're using a laptop and a brain to tap into a $7 trillion market that literally doesn't care where you live. And that's the part no one talks about. When an African trader makes 500 US dollars in profit from a prop firm, that's foreign income, real dollars entering local economies without aid, without loans, without handouts. That's quite a revolution. If 10,000 African traders each made just 1,000 United States dollars a month through prop firms, that's 10 million United States dollars flowing into African households every month. Money that becomes school fees, rent, food, and opportunity. That's not just trading, that's nation building using Wi-Fi. And yes, you will fail sometimes. You blow account, you rage quit, you will swear the market's possessed by your village people. But every real trader has been there. The difference is the ones who stay consistent eventually stop gambling and start winning. The Forex market isn't the enemy. The illusion sold by online gurus is. They sell you dreams of Lamborghinis. I'm saying aim for freedom, not flex. Because the moment you stop trading for ego and start trading for income, you're no longer just another employee. You are part of a global class of digital entrepreneurs rewriting what work means for Africa. No boss, no border, no limit, just skill, patience, and access to Wi-Fi strong enough to survive a candlelight session. Africa doesn't need another motivational quote. It needs a generation of people who can make money without permission. This isn't financial advice, it's survival advice. Trade smart, stay disciplined, and let's finally make the internet start paying Africa back. Get a free PDF in the description called 7 Things Every Trader Should Know Before Placing a Single Trade. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have an amazing day.